Welcome to the video. I'm Nick from Noob to Pro and I hope you are doing great today. We've been talking all about the different creatures of Ark, what to do with them, how to tame them, and have they got any special abilities. Today it's all about the Ichthyornis, so let's go find one. We're looking at the Ichthyornis spawn map for the island, and as you can see they are relatively common and they spawn on the beaches. Okay then, we found one. Now as you can see, all we're going to do is get him with a bowler. That's going to immobilise him. He's going to come down and we're going to trank him out. The only time we might have a problem there is if he comes down over the water, but I'm going to come to that in a while. So we've got him with a bowler and we're going to trank him out with narc arrows. As you can see, it only took one arrow. He's going to be a low level. Yeah, he's only a level 8. Now if he was a higher level it might have taken more than one narcotic arrow, but as you can see his health has gone right down, and that's just with one shot, so you've got to be real careful with this. You can easily kill them. If you hit them with a narcotic arrow in the head, you're probably going to kill them, so just make sure you do get a body shot. So pop some kibble in there, have a quick check around the area, make sure that there's no predators around. Dilophosaurs, compies, raptors, any of those things, they're going to come along and ruin your tame. And as this guy's now on such low health, they would kill it straight away. You wouldn't even just lose a few levels, you would lose your tame completely. Okay, so quick look at its stats. As we've said, they've got really low health, so I would be putting some work into that. And really the only other one I'd be bothered about with these guys is the melee damage. Obviously going to help you later on. So it's going to take a few minutes before he takes a bite, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip it ahead to just before he takes a bite. Before I do that though, I'm just going to mention, as I've said, I am using kibble to tame him. You can use any type of fish meat. I'll put a list up on screen right now as to which types of meat and the most effective to the least. Note on there is no regular type of meat, no lamb chops, no raw mutton, anything like that. These only take kibble or fish meat. So just be aware of that. Okay, now as I say, I'm going to skip it forward to just before he takes a bite, because it is going to be a few minutes and we don't want to keep you hanging around. So just about to take a bite, and there he is. So as you can see, he's gone way over halfway tamed, so he's only going to take one more bite of kibble, yet his torpidity has gone more than halfway down, which means he's going to need some narcotic. Now, unfortunately, I had my narcotics stolen by this guy before I started on camera, so I'm going to have to go and pick myself some narc berries and feed him those. One way to stop that happening, they will steal anything you've got, but if you've got a raft nearby, you can have a small storage chest on there and you put your narcotics in there. The other way is you split your narcotics, so you've only got a stack of 2 or 3 and you've got several stacks of 2 or 3, so they come down, they pinch a stack of 2 or 3, but you've still got quite a lot left over. Okay, so I'm going to skip it forward right now to when he is tamed. See you then. Okay then, he's tamed out and he set off hunting straight away. He didn't even give me a chance to have a look at his stats or anything. But as you can see, it says hunt above his name there. We'll come to that in just a moment. So he got some levels into his health and some into his melee damage. Like I said, I'm not particularly fussed about the other ones. But as you can see, he's already got meat and fish meat in him. And that's because he went off and he killed a few fish, killed a couple of dodos. But I've just got him under control now. So hunt and retrieve. So if he's on hunt, he's just going to go away and kill things and harvest it himself. Put it on hunt and retrieve like I just did there. Get him to follow, and let's have a look what's going on. Right, we've got a Lystrosaurus there. Let's see what he can do with that. Come on, guy. Right, whistle him to attack it. He goes, he picks it up. Now this is why I put the melee damage up a bit, so he could have killed this already if he had a higher melee damage. But there you go, it's killed it, and as you can see, it's got like this sparkling yellow effect around its body. So I harvest the body, and there you go, I've got some prime meat from one of these guys. Now, that's pretty amazing to get prime meat from one of these. You don't usually, only if they're killed by an Ichthyornis. So let's have a look what else we've got. These guys can also get prime from dodos, basically any small animal. So I'm just going to have a look what's going on around here. Maybe we could find some fish. Let's have a look. Now the coelacanth, or widely known as the coal, there you don't get prime meat from. Ah yes, we've got one there. You don't get prime meat from those. Let's see if this guy can. So whistle him to attack. Oh wait, no, sorry, I need to get him off my shoulder first. So get him off my shoulder, whistle him to attack again. And yeah, he comes in, and yeah, he's killed it straight away, and you can see the yellow effect around its corpse already. So he'll drop that. Come on, you need to get out of the way. I need to harvest. I don't want to hit you. Go on, get out of the way, silly bird. Right, there we go, and we've got some prime fish meat. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, 3 prime fish meat there and 1 regular fish meat. So basically these guys are brilliant if you're out there taming and you haven't got any kibble, and the next best thing is obviously the prime meats, so you can get some of that with this guy quite easily. So as mentioned earlier, you can get prime from a dodo, so let's just see what we can do here. Just going to get it killed, and there he is. He's got the effect around it. Harvest the body, and we've got 1 prime meat from it. Now I've got my settings on the regular settings. I've only got it on harvest ×1. If you've got that turned up, you're going to get more. On ×1 you don't always get it from the dodos, but you do quite a lot of the time. I mentioned earlier that it can be a problem bouldering these guys over the water, so this is my solution to that. I get a raft and stick a load of ceilings around the side of it. So you boulder it, it falls down, and there you go, it's landed quite safely on the raft there. Quite easy to get it tranked out now. Final thoughts on the Ichthyornis then. These guys can be quite a pain to tame. Just make sure you've got plenty of bowlers with you, have some narcotic to hand, and plenty of patience. Also remember that they have got quite a low health pool, so there is a chance of killing them whilst you're trying to trank them out. Saying all that, once you've got them tamed, these guys are really useful. When you're out there taming and you haven't got any kibble on you, you need some easy prime meat, these guys are your answer. If you've learnt anything from this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of our videos like the ones on screen right now. Thanks very much for watching. Have an amazing day.